Hey everyone, before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more real-life stories that hit close to home. That evening, Lisa slid into the chair across from me, her movements calm, almost rehearsed. "I think we should break up," she said, her fingers tracing idle circles around the rim of her coffee cup. I froze, not because I hadn't seen it coming. Over the last few weeks, maybe even months, her distance had been unmistakable. Slow replies, distracted smiles, excuses that never quite made sense. Every little clue had been nudging me toward this moment. But hearing it spoken aloud still tightened something deep inside me. I forced my face to remain neutral. "You're incredible," she continued, her eyes wide and almost apologetic, "but I don't feel that spark anymore. I think we'd be better off as friends." Friends. That single word cut sharper than the breakup itself. I had given her my loyalty, my heart, my time, and now I was reduced to a convenience, a placeholder. I considered arguing, pleading, demanding answers, but then something unexpected happened. Calmness washed over me. I offered a small smile, leaned back, and said, "Sure. Friends." My tone was steady, almost casual. I saw the flicker of surprise in her eyes. She had expected tears, maybe anger, a scene to ease her guilt. Instead, she got acceptance. We finished our drinks in silence. She hugged me lightly at the door, whispered, "They'll always mean so much to me," and left me standing there, hollow, yet in control. She believed she had closed the chapter on her terms, but she didn't know me as well as she thought. While she assumed the story was over, I had already started drafting the next chapter, and this time, I would decide the ending. The following weeks brought sporadic messages from her. "Hope you're doing okay. Miss talking to you. We should catch up soon." My replies were brief, polite, distant, enough to let her cling to the illusion that I was still orbiting her world. Meanwhile, I poured energy into myself. I worked out regularly, took on new challenges at work, and reconnected with friends I had neglected. Gradually, the fog lifted. My energy returned, along with a sharp clarity. I realized how much I had shaped myself to keep her happy. That wasn't love. It was survival under her constant need for attention. Then, a mutual friend invited me to a birthday party. I hesitated. I didn't want to run into Lisa so soon. But I went. The moment I entered, the surprise on her face was obvious. She was dressed impeccably, surrounded by familiar faces, yet her eyes kept finding mine. She noticed something else, too. The confidence in my posture, the ease of my laughter, the attention I drew naturally. I wasn't the man she had left behind. I had become someone she didn't recognize, someone suddenly intriguing again. Later, she approached me, her smile just a little too wide, her voice a fraction too sweet. "You look different," she said, testing the waters. I returned her smile, calm and steady. "I've been good, really good." For the first time, it was her who struggled to fill the silence. She had expected me to be broken, waiting to be her backup. Instead, I had quietly rewritten the script. Weeks turned into months, and her casual messages became more frequent, tinged with a subtle desperation she refused to admit. "Remember that Italian place? We should go again. I miss our late-night talks." Each text carried regret. But by then, I wasn't the same person she had left behind. I went on dates, explored new hobbies, and even planned a trip abroad. My life no longer revolved around her, and the more she noticed, the more unsettled she became. One afternoon, out of the blue, Lisa showed up at the cafe where I was working. She slid into the chair across from me, laughing nervously. "You've been hard to reach," she said, trying to sound casual. I closed my laptop slowly, locking eyes with her. "I've been busy," I replied. She twirled her straw, then blurted, I think I made a mistake." The words hung in the air, heavy. Once, I might have yearned to hear them. Now they landed differently. I felt clarity, not longing. She hadn't realized my worth until I was no longer at her side. I leaned back, composed. "Lisa, you said we should be friends. That's what we are now." Her lips parted, ready to argue, But I didn't give her the chance. I gathered my things and stood. You wanted freedom, and I gave it to you. Don't be surprised that I found mine too. I walked away without looking back. She had tried to keep me as a safety net, but by the time she recognized her mistake, I had already moved on.